Good evening, everybody. Welcome to PatFacts. Patrick here. Pat on your back, personal fitness. Hope everybody's doing well, having a great week. Happy August 2nd today. Hope everyone had a great July. Hard to believe that it's already August. We're halfway through summer, as it were. It feels like we just got started. So good, because we still have a month left. Maybe a little sad because a month has already flown by. I can't believe it's already the 2nd of August. So I thought tonight we'd just touch on bracing yourself for your fall. Not a literal fall down, but for fall, for autumn, the next season to be here pretty soon, in 3 or 4 weeks. Typically, once September hits, that's when things maybe get back to normal, per se. Summer vacations are over. Kids are back in school. You're back to work full time. Maybe you've had to. I know for me, I was able to work a more regular work week during the summer, and I'll go back to kind of a modified work week to fit around school schedules and things. So there'll be some schedule changes. Extracurriculars may pick up. It won't be daytime things. It'll be evenings and weekends, maybe, that you're busy with your activities. So what better time than now, when you have 4 weeks until that all kicks off, to start planning, to start preparing, to start getting things ready for that fall season. Too often we wait till it gets here the few days before and think, oh, there's soccer this night, dance here, swimming lessons, and this meeting and this club. And then we try to make it work and kind of go in a bit of a panic. Let's take the time now to look at our schedules, get out our calendars, and look into September and start plotting in some of those things. I know with my daughter, we started looking at dance dates already because they're open for registration. Swimming lessons for the fall open pretty soon here in Barrie, registration-wise. So we're starting to look at some of those activities that we're looking to put her in, things that we're going to be doing, and trying to fit those, make those work and fit those in. So if we can start now to do that, what's less likely to get moved off the calendar or shifted away? Right, ourselves. If we start now and plan and look ahead to what's coming, schedule-wise, activity-wise, then we can look to maybe save that time for ourselves to make sure that we're looking after ourselves as best we need to. Maybe we're making sure those workouts get in. Maybe we need now to tailor back the workouts. Maybe we're getting an hour a couple times a week during the summer because, again, we're not worried about school and extracurriculars. Maybe our other half is home to give us a hand, which maybe they may not be as much if schedules conflict in the fall. So maybe you need to scale back to those 20, 30-minute workouts a few times a week. Maybe you need to look at how you're splitting up your workout by body parts or training modalities. Start looking at that now so you can have a plan in place so that, again, when September hits and things get back to normal, you don't suffer as a result of that. Your fitness, your wellness, your journey towards the goals you've set back in October last year, or almost approaching a year that we originally started setting our 2023 goals. You don't want to suffer. You don't want to get knocked off track. So take some time now. Get out the calendar, get out the agenda, the calendar on your phone, whatever it is you prefer and your family uses, get those out now. Start putting those things in so that, again, you know when you're working, you know when there's lessons or activities to go on, and then you can make your schedule work around that. And a lot of times I hear, as I study personal development and ways to be more effective, a lot of what I hear is when you set a schedule, put yourself in first. Block yourself that time and then work around that, which ideally would be the best way, because too often we don't take care of ourselves first. We're the last things to fit in, and usually we don't make the time for them. We go, oh, I'm too busy, and put it aside. But I find for me sometimes with work, I know my work schedule for the most part. With my training, my coaching, I mostly know that schedule. Some things will come up. So if I know those schedules, then I know that those times aren't available for me for my own fitness training and working on my goals. So then I have to make use of alternate times. I lose 6 to 8 hours every day. So I have to make use of the time that's allotted to me. So for me, sometimes I feel like if I can get those times blocked away, and then I know what's left for me to use. So I put my work in, I put my extracurriculars in, family's plans, and then I look to see what's available. And then that tells me what I can do, basically. Okay, I've got 3 nights where I can have a 30-minute chunk to myself that I can get a workout in. Okay, what kind of workout do I want to do? What type of training do I want to do? What else am I doing that week? Okay, I play basketball on Mondays. I have a couple other nights. So do I want to do maybe some HIIT training, maybe some full body workout? Do I want to do upper and lower splits? Do I want to do a full body night and then maybe a yoga, Pilates, stretch, mindfulness kind of night? Do I want to incorporate some of all that stuff into maybe one workout that I do multiple times during the week? There's so many options out there for you. And with any goal, different ways you can attack it and approach it. But again, it takes the time now, the proactive time, which is hard for a lot of us, myself included, to sit now, write things out, fill in the calendar, and then use that as a tool almost to not stress you out or overwhelm you or think, I don't have time to take care of myself. But use it as that tool to say, okay, to maintain my health or to maintain my progress towards this goal, here's what's available to me. How can I make that work? And again, if you're not sure, then maybe that's the time to reach out to a coach who can look at that schedule, look at your goals, look at your previous experience, look at what it is you want to accomplish, look at your why that you have, what's your reasoning for want to accomplish this goal. And again, from an outside eye, we can maybe take a look at things and say, you know what, it's not hopeless. There's a lot of options we have here to play with. It's going to take some work, like anything else. It's going to take some time and some commitment and some consistency, just like all these appointments you have in your schedule, all these extracurricular activities that you or your family have to get to, and you juggle meals and all that. You do it anyway. You just need to do it for yourself as well. And when we look at it from that, again, proactive approach, we have better success with it. And then we go back to what we've talked about before, about looking to see when things pick up. So again, maybe September is busy for you. Maybe October dies down for a little bit. Maybe in November into December, things ramp up because that holiday comes up. I won't say it yet, it's too early. But that holidays really are there that we have to plan for and deal with and adjust and create schedules for. So maybe September is a little hectic. Maybe October, November, we can really buckle down and ramp up that training, that goal progression. And then December, we manage again. It can ebb and flow with how much we put into our goal. It's going to happen. But again, the more we can look ahead to that and recognize those moments when those ebbs and flows are going to occur, those peaks and valleys, that time when I can really put a lot of my focus and intensity into this goal versus times when I can't put all my intensity. Maybe it's 50%, maybe it's 30% I can give it because there's all this stuff going on, work and family, and these things are going on. I know these few weeks are really busy. If we can look ahead and prepare for that, then again, we don't suffer. Because I'm sure from experience, as soon as you get busy and feel a little maybe overwhelmed, too much on your plate, who's the first person to suffer? Yourself. Your workouts get taken off the schedule. Your eating maybe gets a little poor in our choices. Maybe we're not drinking as much water as we should be. We're not getting the sleep. We're not going for a massage or a chiro adjustment or something, or a time for us. And then again, we suffer, and then we have to dig ourselves up out of that hole. So if you want to be really ambitious extra credit, don't just look at September. Maybe look at the rest of 2023. Look from now until January 1. And again, look at some of those activities. Look at some of those holidays. There's Thanksgiving, not much in Thanksgiving. That's not too soon. There's Thanksgiving. There's a bunch of other holidays and events in there that, again, could require travel, gatherings, parties to go on. Look now, look at your work. Again, I have clients who are teachers, and I try to get them to look ahead to see when our report cards due, because that's typically a busy time when you have to finish up some maybe assignments and projects, get them marked, put that in together, make sure you have all the comments and the marks and the information, and remember everything that the kids have done since September. But again, we get busy. It's a busy time, a hectic time. There's a deadline to that. Our workouts typically suffer because I got to get these report cards done. So I can't get to the gym tonight. I can't get for my walk. But that's when we need it the most to help us calm down and let our brains rewire. And sometimes just, again, that little break away and doing some activity can get that brain going again to remember, oh yeah, little Timmy did do that math project. He did really good on it. He came up with it in a different way. It'll give you that perspective. And again, any goal or any kind of work you're doing. But look ahead. Let's look at least into September, maybe October, I would suggest. And I would really recommend, and I'm going to try to do this myself, looking from now until the end of 2023. Again, look for those busy times. It doesn't have to be anything set in stone right now, because there's still lots of time left. And who knows in a couple months what you might be doing. You probably don't have that all planned out. Maybe you do. But if you don't, that's okay. But you probably have an idea based on last year, the year before COVID. You probably have an idea of how things sort of go and what events come up. Maybe there's staff parties. Maybe there's a spouse's staff party. Maybe the kids have extra things going on. Again, family outings could create some travel or people coming to you, which means more things to do around the house to prepare. All these things come up. So the more we can think about all those things and, again, plan for them, prepare for them, and know they're there, then we can take care of ourselves as best we can. And you deserve it. You're so important. You're doing such a great job. You've gone, again, almost a year. If you've been with us, last October, again, we started setting our resolutions. We prefer to call them goals for the year. So we've almost gone a whole year since we first set those. So kudos to you for being here and making this progress. And even if you've just joined us recently and you've set goals for the end of this year, kudos to you. Great job. You deserve still to take care of yourself and to make yourself a priority so you can continue to work towards those goals and be even better at taking care of those around you. So often we think, I don't have time for me because these people need me. And they do. But if you can take care of yourself, you're even better for them. More energy, more patience, more mobility in the body, clearer mind, clearer thinking. You'll get even more out of those relationships, whatever kind they are. But give yourself that opportunity, make yourself that priority, and reap the benefits for you and, again, all those around you that interact with you. Everyone will reap the benefit. It's sort of like an indirect way to create more of a positivity pandemic. Typically, we go out and be positive and give out positivity to have it spread and ripple. But this way, we start inward and create positive energy and within us, and then we feel better. We're more patient with our spouse, our coworkers, our kids. We have more energy to work all day and then play in the evening. We have a clearer mind to think back to those items or to know where to look for that report you need, that paperwork you're looking for. It all creates that positive energy that, again, still will ripple out and really impact the community around you. So again, let's some of you I know use tonight as sort of your personal development night. So I challenge you to do that tonight. Print off your calendar. You can go online and search for calendars and print them off. That's what I do in January. I print off a monthly calendar for the year, and then I write in some of the events I have going on, the programs I want to run, maybe when I'll promote them, when I'll push them through. And then again, I try to fill in other areas from there, trips, different things going on, to know that, there's a holiday, I can't run a course for Libre Fitness that weekend because it's a holiday. People probably won't sign up. So I've got maybe 3 weekends that month to pick from. We try to be, again, proactive as much as we can, so we're not struggling or always playing catch up. We can react, we can be prepared, and then we just have to, again, tweak and adjust for those unexpected things that come up. But if we plan and map out the expected, again, even if it's not 100%, it's a little less stressful and not so overwhelming to adjust and tweak on the fly than have to pick up and start from scratch every time as you're trying to move forward. So get out that calendar. Again, August 2nd, let's look into September. Again, schedules will change, work schedules, family schedules, the kids, grandkids, the pets even could have different things going on. You'll have different stuff going on. Fill out that calendar, write those things in, and then look at how you're working on towards your goal now. My examples tonight were fitness related. That's my specialty. It's my niche. But look at whatever goal it is you're working on. How have you been attacking that goal? What has your schedule been like? What has your strategy been? And what do you have to modify to keep progressing on that goal as September comes back? And again, if you'll go back, probably last year or the year before, when the pandemic seemed to be ending, and at least things opened back up, we talked about this. Now that you have to go back to work, now that you're out and around, you have to change your approach. You have to change your plan of attack. You don't have 5 days a week for 2 hours to work on your goals. How can you modify that? Same thing now. So again, a lot of those pandemic lessons, a lot of the PatFacts that were pandemic specific when I started, those messages, those reminders can still pertain to other life events going forward. So hopefully you learned going through that pandemic time when we started, and we're able to transition out of that and make those modifications to work through those schedule changes when things open back up and you were back at work. Again, this is just another one of those times. Not as severe, probably, because you're still working. There's just maybe vacations or modified schedules, or the kids are home versus being at school. But again, we go through those ebbs and flows, those cycles. This is another time when the season's going to change. We need to prepare for it. We need to brace ourselves for our fall. So get those calendars out. Look to September, October. And again, if you're really trying to dig in and be serious about this and finish the year off strong, print off till December 31st. Look ahead, plan that stuff out, fill it out, just pick away at it. Maybe do a couple months now, a couple months maybe next week after PatFacts, or whenever you work on yourself. Again, make it a goal, make it manageable, but let's look ahead. Let's plan these things out so that we're not so overwhelmed as things get closer. We can prepare, plan, maybe chip away at things, and we don't suffer because our schedule is getting full and busy and hectic, which again is all too often the case. We're the ones that suffer when we get a little overwhelmed and busy, and that's when we really need to stay focused on our goals and working towards them and staying healthy and being active. So I'd love to hear from you, any tips you have for scheduling and planning out your seasons and going through those transitions. Again, maybe from spring to summer, you did kind of the opposite of what you're going to do now. That could be your key too. Maybe if you even didn't plan, take a look at what happened. If when spring came into summer, maybe, and things opened up, and again, the kids were home, and maybe you're not at work as much or have vacations, and work in reverse. There's something there for you to use, even if you didn't do the planning. There's some information and some experience there you can draw from, probably multiple years of it that you can draw from. So use that to your advantage, and please share with us, whether you're here now with us live. Thanks to those who tuned in, or if you're joining us on recording. We appreciate you being here as well and being part of this ever-growing and strong community. So let us know if you have any tips, any ways you schedule, maybe planning. Do you use a calendar? Do you use a phone? Do you use pen and paper, put it up on the wall? Do you have Post-it notes everywhere? Let us know some strategies. And again, we don't want to just make the team. We want to make the team better and help each other along the way as well. Feel free as well for next week. I've been thinking, I've been doing this for over 3 years now, and it's sort of been me presenting. We have some guests on once in a while, which is great. But I'd like to put it out there that if any of you have any questions you want me to talk about or any topics, let me know. Again, here in the chat, you can send me a DM, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube are all the same handle at POYBFit. You can find me there on all platforms. LinkedIn, which we're live on as well here. It's just Patrick Savory. You can search for me there, or Pat on Your Back Personal Fitness should bring it up as well. But at POYBFit on most platforms, if you want to send me a question, that you want to talk about or a topic you want to discuss. We've talked about kind of doing some different ideas and topics before. So let me know. So again, that's where you can find me on platforms. Send me a DM. Hit the chat here. Whatever works for you. If there's certain topics or things you want to talk about, we'll try our best to address some of those next week. And again, if it's something that I don't feel is within my realm, my scope of practice to talk about, then I'll reach out and try to maybe bring a guest on or get some information on, or I'll reply back and give you those resources as well. And again, if you want to follow me on other platforms, I post PatFacts to YouTube. I have a YouTube playlist there with most of my PatFacts on. I'm catching up with some of the older ones, but we go live there do a replay there after we're live. So everything's archived there. Facebook, they stick around. Twitch, they're there for about a week or 2 weeks. You can catch them out. LinkedIn, they stay on as well. But again, check me out on other platforms. Say hello. Let me know your questions. We'll do kind of I'll have a topic just in case I don't hear from you guys. But hopefully you have some questions or some topics you want me to look into, and we can bring that to you guys next week. And if not, I'll have a little topic to chat about. But again, let's make this a little interactive again. Let's have some fun as always and learn a little and help each other grow and learn. So hit me up in the DM, slide into my DMs, as the kids say. I think that's what they say. Chat or in the DMs. Let me know what you want to chat about, any questions you have. And let's hear from you about your scheduling practices, how you're preparing for this season change that's coming up within a few weeks. A quick reminder as well, we do have a team for the Terry Fox run here in Barrie. If you'd love to support us or join the team and join us for the run, it is in person again this year. The information's there as well. Or again, you can search POYB Fit or Pat on Your Back Personal Fitness is the team page. So we'd love to have you join us if you can, and we'd appreciate your support if you're able to support a great cause with the Terry Fox Foundation. And stay tuned for more on that coming up as well. And that's it for tonight, gang. And thanks for being here. I really appreciate you guys, again, tuning in every week and supporting me and helping spread the message of positivity that we try to promote here, and to help each other get better and work towards our goals. As I take steps in my journey, my life, to go from trainer to more coach and mentor, presenter, and industry leader is where I kind of see myself going and heading in that direction. So appreciate the support. Please share this with those that may benefit from it. Maybe you know people who are always have trouble transitioning into the fall, going through those seasons and what to do. Maybe this will be a good tip for them, where they can get a little handle on things and maybe not be so overwhelmed and keep their self-care up where it needs to be. Have a great week, everybody. Stay safe. Have a great long weekend. Enjoy yourselves, whatever long weekend it is for you. I know it's a little different in each province, each area. So enjoy the long weekend. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. And remember, always make yourself the priority that you deserve to be by striving to be operationally fit. Have a great week, guys. Talk to you soon.